All right, Jada Pinkett is embarrassing Will Smith again. She reveals the expectations that hampered her sex life with Will Smith for years. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll be right back. All right, so as you can see here, once again, Jada's embarrassing Will Smith. Okay, I'm give my opinion after you read the article. Make sure you guys thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel for the homie. All right. Check out the music and entertainment playlist. Jada Smith Pinkett reveals the expectations that hamper her sex life with Will Smith. Right? You guys see this? Let me zoom in a little bit more. Yeah. Okay, let me zoom in one more. There we go. So she said Jada Smith is getting real about her sex life with husband Will Smith. Is a topic of a lot of couples might relate to about keeping things spicy in the bedroom after many years together. And the expectation we place on partners when it comes to our wants and desires. Jada and Gwyneth Paltrow on the latest episode of Facebook Watch Red Table Talk. That still come on? In 1 second. All right, that still come on. All right, so she says in an episode, naturally, the entire 30 minutes show was dedicated to a frank and open dialogue about a topic that can be taboo for some women, sex. The host explains that after almost 24 years of marriage, it can be hard to keep up the excitement in the bedroom, and that often because both men and women fail to speak up about what they want. The thing Will and I talk about is the journey. We start in this at a very young age, 22. And I think you expect your partner to know what you need, especially when it comes to sex, she admitted. It's like, well, if you love me, you should know. If you love me, you should read my mind. That's a huge pitfall. Everyone has to get downright uncomfortable and have this open line of deeply healthy communication. Okay? Tell me what you need. Tell me what you want. And on top of that, I know that I have to be accountable to do the same. I really try to do that, she explained, especially I think around sex because it's something that we don't talk about a lot and there's so much fantasy around it. And for Will and Jada, there have been ups and downs in the union that even played out in public with both of them, admitting that they stepped outside their marriage during a brief separation. She spoke about entanglement with singer August Alsina Red Top Table in July 2020. We were where Will admitted that during the time in the marriage, quote, I was done with yo, but I was done with you. Marriages have that though, quote. But the couple has managed to come back together and present a united front about the imperfect but strong marriage, and a lot of reasons reconcile probably had to do with awkward conversations and are willing to have in and out of the bedroom. Okay, so this is true. Once some people are like, well, she embarrassing Will again. Okay, that's to get your attention here. It is true. Like at the same time, anybody that been with somebody for a few years, I mean, let's just say 3 years per se, you don't think about past women or past men or past relationships or past sexual experience. You don't think about fucking somebody else, not even when somebody make you mad. When you mad and you thinking about you're just thinking of going to F somebody else, that's a big red flag. You might as well just split. When you mad, your anger kind of goes probably 100% into the problem. We talking outside of sex. If y'all arguing about finance, y'all arguing about y'all redoing the house, y'all arguing about color for the walls, y'all arguing about, she keep having the repetitive issues. Y'all trying to work it out, or you argue with him and he ain't doing so. Now, some of these things are non-negotiable, like, being funky or nasty or messy. Being junky and messy is two different things. Being junky is like she might have all her clothes just throwing on her bedroom. Being nasty or junky or nasty junky is like old food and nasty panties that shouldn't have been washed, or, dirty clothes piled up where it's funky. Okay. Only you know where to draw the line at on that. Right. So, but when you come to talk about sex life, Do you really want to have sex with the same person, the same way, the same position, the same Kama Sutra for 20, 30 years? Maybe some people can. Some people say I could eat lemon pepper wings from Magic City for the rest of my life and straight, and they probably can. But I always think back to the episode of My Wife and Kids where somebody ate his pie and he made everybody eat the same pie for dinner for like several straight nights until somebody fessed up on who ate the pie. I forgot who said who ate the pie, but it's like sex. It, you know, most women don't have an issue with telling you about your sex life, all right? Most women don't. If there's a big issue, most women don't have an issue with telling you. They don't have an issue by telling if it's a centimeter or a millimeter off in a relationship, that's bothering her. She don't have any problems voicing, being vocal on the opinion. Women are like that. A man, some could be off in a relationship and you just like, man, and I think because we have less time on our hands to identify an issue and fix the issue. We are supposed to be the breadwinners. We are the ones working a lot of OT. We are the ones hustling to bring the bread to the table. So men naturally have, or most situations, I can't generalize, but I'm going to generalize, have more on their plate. If you got a guy that don't have like that on the plate, and you younger or below 25 or, y'all, or you see the potential, that's fine. But if you got somebody that's grown, y'all got multiple kids, you late 30s, early 30s, late 30s is a big red flag, early 30s, late 20s, and you don't see, late 20s, they don't seem like they're going in the right direction, but in their 30s, I would say turn that red flag into, the next person. So yeah, she right here, man. Like you gotta do role play, I would guess, you got to be, see what the problem is. Well, if you can't last that long, well, we need to figure out things change in sex. Maybe sometimes you might, climax too quick, or maybe she might go through a rush hour where she climax too quick, or she not climaxing, or stuff of that nature, or she might want something different. You got people that believe in bringing another female into the bedroom. If you bring another male in the bedroom, that's strange, for somebody that's heterosexual, but no, none of that. But really, when something is completely off, or something is a little bit off, women are going to voice their opinion. Now, if she's scared to voice her opinion or she being reserved about her opinion, then there are a few things that kind of cause that. Maybe she's scared of your reaction. Like she said, maybe you're scared to have an awkward conversation with you, or maybe she's scared to hurt your feelings. But somebody that you with and you're intimate with, and also that you love clearly, and you feel like y'all have that trust and you have that open door to be able to talk and discuss about anything that's going on, and you don't have to hide nothing. You can have that conversation. Not gonna lie, I had that conversation before. And I've been with my girl 6 years through last week. When you're young, you don't mess with a girl the right way, or you don't have sex in the right way. She's just probably gonna dog you out. Or she truly love you, she just ain't gonna say nothing. But after a while, after 6,000 times of doing it through 15, 20 years, she's going to have to eventually say something. So it's always good to get that on the flow in a relationship. Talk about credit, talk about ambitions, talk about kids, where you see not necessarily having kids or what you believe about the education system and what's your principles, and are you clean? Can you be clean as far as your, or are you messy? Just depends on what you tolerate. But women will tolerate bad sex and be quiet if they love you, truly, truly love you. But most of the times, when they have you hook, when they hook you into a relationship, then they'll start being vocal when they got you trapped. Marriage or a long-term relationship, and then they'll voice your opinions, and then they'll find ways to embarrass you about your opinion. Or if you don't do nothing, they'll find ways to kind of show it's a big problem, a red flag, but you don't want to let it get to the point where they're stepping out. And men are just, until they get like frustrated or whatever, man, most time men ain't going to argue, because women don't tend to listen and they don't tend to believe they're wrong. So a lot of times when they get to the boiling point on that topic, a lot of men like to step outside the relationship. And I know I had a friend many moons ago that he would be with his baby mama, and he would step out on her and he'll find out that other women wasn't as creative and good in the bedroom as some other women. Every now and again, they're no longer together, but every now and again, He would just step out and find out home was the best place to be. So sometimes you have people like that. You have people that bring another woman into the bedroom, another equation into the bedroom. Then you got toys. Then you got movies. When women get older, you gotta find a way to crank them up. Get them started. You know how you car in the winter. You gotta find ways, and it changes because do you want to eat vanilla ice cream every time you go to the ice cream shop? No. Do you just want to play Mortal Kombat 1 for the rest of your life? No, I want a 2, I want 3, I want the ultimate 3. I want, what I'm saying? Do you want to watch just Dragon Ball Z? You want to watch One Punch, or you want to have multiple choices? So, but then again, some people go through hard passes. Remember the basketball player guys and gals remember basketball for Utah Jazz, AK-47, Andre Kirilenko? His wife gave him 2 hard passes. And the one thing that go behind any strong relationship is turbulence and issues. If you see somebody that's been with somebody a long time, I guarantee you they have some type of cheating issues. If it's in the beginning when it's not that official, But if you're going to be in a relationship, it's not going to be perfect. You got to persevere. And you're only going to persevere and go through turmoil for somebody you actually love. So you'll know every time a dude or a girl do something wrong in a relationship and you want to leave and say you done, you don't love them enough. The qualities ain't there. If it's physically, something mentally, whatever. But if you stick by somebody through the ups and downs, financially, physically, that's good or bad, then you care about that person. Naturally. If a woman always saying, I'm done with you and leaving, but just coming back, I don't know why, maybe you don't even want she got or for money, whatever, she don't care about you. But do you really, for how long you been married? I met somebody the other day said married for 36 years. When you get older, like to the point where sex doesn't matter, that's different. You're going to get to that point. People think we in a relationship, we're going to have sex every day. Like, are y'all broke? Are y'all poor? Once you get the ball rolling in a relationship, now we got to go out there and get the money, especially as Black people and people who don't have much, have things passed down to them. Now we have to get the money. Now we have to work OT to buy this house, work on your business, my business, or work whatever we working towards. Dream garage, dream room, dream cars, retirement, invest in our money. So no couple for 36 years have sex every day. It's going to be drops in sex. And if, you say no to your man 3 nights in a row and he step out on you, he's not the one for you. Or same thing for a woman. Physically, we tired. Physically, we get into our 30s. Our bodies change, 40s, 50s. We change. Shit changes. Nobody had energy, your ass, your back, your legs, your feet, your toes. Your head hurting. If you can have sex every day and have 5 years, 10 or 15 years in marriage, I guarantee you financially y'all ain't where y'all supposed to be unless y'all just something was passed down or y'all hit the lottery. You got to work. And time apart is also pretty good. You get a hotel room, or she goes on vacation, you go on vacation. And if you can't trust him or her on the vacation, then we going back to route 1. We got problems. Trust, loyalty, communication. If you don't feel like you can talk to your significant other about any and everything, about traumatic experiences you may have when you was adolescent or a child or teenage, and they don't want to never talk. I understand that everybody got time, but then we have bigger problems. You can't communicate this era, then I'm pretty sure you ain't made it half or 10% longest or 1% longest they've been married. And this is okay with me because people need to hear this and talk about this or need to foresee this coming. This is what happens. It's normal. And a lot of us don't have, or some of us don't have mom and dad together to give an individual answer. Most of us do, or even give us a unified answer. You need unified, you need individual answers. You need somebody to lean on and talk to that's been there and been through that. And that's why, other ethnic groups ahead of us. Now we the generation that's rebuilding. Us and the millennials are rebuilding 2-parent households. To be 2 parents, you don't have to be married. I didn't have to explain that before, okay? We the ones that's bringing that back. So, like I said before, she's open, she's right. I've had this conversation before. I'm not embarrassed about it. And sometimes you're just working too hard. Sometimes you're just too busy. Sometimes as a person, you just sometimes, especially as a man, sometimes you're just going through trauma in your head that you can't really talk about. Now, there's something that, us men aren't going to be open and communicate about. We all know this. But sometimes it's trauma, it's bills, if it's past issues that we don't want to talk about. And we should talk to somebody individually. And it's always healthy to talk to another man and vent to them. It might sound a little, but those conversations help me when I talk to different people. And, and we mature enough to, I'm in my 30s, mature enough to, to take those conversations. But it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Hold on. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I forgot to put the Lil Nas X logo up. So yeah, I'm slipping today. I did a Lil Nas X video by Boosie and his father going back and forth. Like, dude, they need to sit down and be grown men about it. But that's just my opinion. If you want to find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, I'm on social media links there. If you got a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, you can reach out, chop it up, whatever it may be. If you're going through something, if I'm available, or as soon as I am available, I'm always open to talk. Maturity, you got questions, you're going through something, we men need to talk. Okay, that is true. If you don't want to talk to, your significant other, sometimes I might talk to the dogs. Sometimes you might talk to plants. They say they help them grow, but seek professional help. And maybe one day I open up even more about some of the traumatic and other experiences I've been through. Even mainly as an adult, I had a pretty good childhood. All right, so I'm thinking about starting a TikTok, just telling stories, because I like hearing everybody else's stories on TikTok. There's maybe funny stories on the serious stories. I don't know. I'm debating it. I was on the fence about creating a Discord, but I did it. So, but other than that, you want to make a financial donation, Cash App, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Other than that, best way to donate, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon button next to the subscribe button, and hit all notifications to increase your chance to get the notifications when I go live or drop a video. And I'm gonna switch up the live streams pretty soon. I'm gonna look at two times a week. We talk about serious things. And like I said, I have things coming to the channel that can make things more simple and simplify. So what they say, it could be so simple. So appreciate y'all. Check the music entertainment playlist.